Hello, Antoinette. I don't even know how to say your last name, but Scarafo, I don't know. I hope you're doing super, super fantabulous and great. What's going on with my lipstick? Like, this is really weird. Anyways, let's get this read going. I'm going to go ahead and do it with the eclipse energy because that is like right around the corner, and that's going to be a very, very intense energy that's going to go on for the next 6 months. So, with that being said, let's look at that. Let me make sure my cards are all the right way. Okay. So, on July 27th, 2018, we're going 4 degrees into Aquarius, influenced by Mars, emotional challenges, temperance is going to be needed. The moon passes through the center of the Earth's shadow. So kind of thinking about the moon being our emotions and the Earth being like what's visible. So what's invisible or what we've been hiding is being brought to the forefront. This is the longest lunar eclipse this century has ever seen. It's going to last an hour and 23 minutes, known as the blood moon. It's going to be very emotional, especially with intimate relationships, home, and family. There are 3 aspects, and when I get into the karma card, I will tell you those 3. But let's jump into our read. I have the spread right here, and then I'm going to pull specific guidance for, you said home and career, right? Okay, so these cards from Antoinette, Scarafi, 6/17, 1980. Connect to her energy and show me what's going on for this eclipse and give her guidance on family and career. We're connected. Okay, let's channel first. Yeah. Shaman of Birth is coming out. Having a baby? I'm just kidding. Birthing something, okay, mentally. The Hunter of Mysteries is coming out. And Spirit of Healing is coming out. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So I'm going to tell you what I get for it, and then I'm going to give you my notes that I have on these cards. So Shaman of Birth, mentally, we are really getting some ideas out there. We want to start some new stuff. We're trying to birth them. We might need some help getting them out because it has a midwife on this card. But I kind of feel like this is going to be more related to your heart. Now, physically, on the physical forefront, we're working a lot with our root chakra. We got to get very grounded, very centered. And the Hunter of Mysteries is coming out. And this is like the CBT. This is cognitive behavior therapy for me. Very much whatever you're thinking, you're speaking, what you're speaking, you're doing. Take into consideration those things that you can't see that you're speaking into existence and get very grounded, okay? Spirit of Healing is coming in and just saying, hey, emotionally, spiritually, we will be healing. Everything will be okay. We are moving in a whole new direction, okay? So, the Shaman of Birth, just to give you a más información, with Spirit of Healing. Spiritual healing, focus on what is wounded and now allow the light to cover it. This is time to cleanse, time to fast, and time to pray. And so a lot of times when people are thinking about a fast, they think that they have to go a long time. And I always say 3, 6, 9 are my numbers, okay? If you can only fast for 3 hours, if you can only fast for 6 hours, whatever, 3 days, 6 days, whatever. But you can give up certain things. You don't have to give up everything. I know I've gone on water fast, and that shit was insane. And I've done like the Daniel fast when I'd be in church and stuff. So I think it's just like what you feel more comfortable with and what's able to be for your health. I have really bad stomach cramps right now. I don't know what's going on. The thing is with taking a fast, it could even be with an electronic fast. It could be with maybe fasting from saying mean things about yourself, things like that. So the Hunter of Mysteries is attributed to the High Priestess, the Moon card, and oh, there it is, and the Magician. And so this for me is exploring deep within ourselves, inner truths, connection to all lives, and restoration. I feel like your restoration is going to come from your root chakra. Root chakra energy is what grounds us. It's our first chakra, okay? It's the one that connects us to the earth. So very much grounding energy kind of work is going to be needed during this time because you're birthing new things, and your heart chakra and your root chakra actually complement to each other. So wear lots of red, okay? Lots of red. Look at red candles, that kind of thing, because you just want to get very, very grounded. So this is telling you new life, new directions, and new ideas. You're preparing for things. So there's been a lot of detachment lately. People have been saying, I feel so detached. I feel like I'm not connected to what's going on. And that's related to birthing pains. We are like going through a lot of things in the atmosphere. And people will always say, oh no, it doesn't affect us. It doesn't affect us. But there was this post on Witch Dr. Alex that shows the gravitational pull on Venus and I think on Earth. Amazing pictures of how the energy does affect us, It's just really interesting, sometimes to kind of look at it from a perspective of scientificness as opposed to people saying, oh, that shit ain't real. No, it's real, bitches. It's real. Our ancestors knew about it. We just live in denial. All right, so I kind of get the feel that there's a lot of fire energy coming through. I think you said you had a Leo moon, okay? So you're going to feel this quite a bit because Leo has the Mercury retrograde going on there. The North Node is in Leo right now, I think. And there's a new beginning, but there's also like having to get over some things from the past. So depending on where Leo lies in your chart, you're going to want to look at that, okay? It is in your moon, so the way that your emotions are felt are similar to that of a Leo. So you're very, look at me when it comes to your emotions. Your rising is Cancer. You have a very interesting feel for you. Your rising is Cancer. So you're very motherly, very kind, and very giving. But it's really hard for you to forgive. And forgiveness might be an area, even if it's forgiving yourself, that's going to be hard during this time. So there's a new beginning coming. Because you have the Shaman of Birth and this Ace of Wands right here, I really feel like you're birthing something new that's going to come out around Leo season, okay? Which is today. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. I don't have to wait till the end of Leo season for my birthday. Okay, universe is the overall feel for this. So this is going to be a big completion for you. I don't think I have it on these notes. We really need to pay attention to what was going on for you during the eclipses during February, okay? What was going on for you during February? This is coming to a close. Things are coming to a finale, but it's a good kind of finale because it's upright. It's not like it's going to be bad. It's going to be pretty good, okay? Now, the Queen of Wands is coming in, and I don't know if this is you. I'm going to have to check it. I'm going to check yourself before you wreck yourself. What? It's 1 in the morning, girl. I need to go to sleep. People still messaging me. Do we stop here? No. Let's stop here. Yeah. Is this her energy? Is this her energy? Is this in the family? Is this an old wound? Okay, there's an old wound that's coming out for you, okay? So this is like future stuff. So being that we have the 10 of Pentacles here, I feel like the family is going to get better. There's some family money coming in. There's like a sense of completion coming through for you. The 3 of Cups reversed is like there's a little bit of overindulgence in emotions and feelings and bringing. And possibly this Magician is trying to hide stuff. This is Aquarius-like energy. This is, look at over here, and it isn't what it is, okay? And it's going to hurt you, and it opens up some wounds for you. But you come out okay. You come out fine. That was weird. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wow. Okay. And overall, I have this. I feel like I need to pull her out. Do I need to pull her out? I'm going to pull her out. I don't know who she is, but it's you, but I don't know how it's going to play out. There's a lot of people involved in this situation with you. I do have 2 queens upright for you, so I'm going to tell you at work, you are very well supported, okay? There's a new beginning. I always have, when the Princess of Wands is touching the Shaman of Birth, there's like a baby or like a new job or something coming through. It's like something brand new. Ace of Pentacles, I'm going to tell you, you're 1980. If you're not trying to have no kids, you better watch out because Jupiter is like in abundance right now, okay? And depending on where Jupiter falls in your chart, could mean a baby, okay? I don't know if you've had your tubes tied or anything, but it's almost like there's a lot of family energy coming in for you. So how to nurture yourself and others. I'm going to tell you, like, this is like time to like love on yourself and love on everyone, but to kind of like get more information before you spill any information. So let's kind of see what she wants you to know. Not from this deck, from this deck. So how can Antoinette, nurture herself and others? Is your biological clock ticking? I mean, I don't know. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. It's just like, I feel like time is of the essence here. And you feel like there's not enough time that you're going to see everybody else live out their life and be happy. And you're not going to have yours. And it's just like, when is it my time? It's my time. And I'm going to tell you, you need to take more time for yourself. You need to take more time for your children, for you, because time is of the essence. And have you been feeling as if the clock is ticking and gotten a little nervous that your dreams are taking a little too long to manifest? There's nothing to fear. You'll never run out of time for the important things. The miracles that are yours and yours alone can't be missed. Spirit will never deny you your highest good. All is yours is divine. Appropriate timing. You can relax. I have a lot of circles. I just feel like there's a lot of cycles in your life that are coming to a complete end. I have the universe. I have this clock. I have the wheel. I mean, the ace of disc. And it's just like, my goodness, what is going on here that you feel like you're running out of time? I feel like a hamster wheel. Like, that's what it comes out to me as. I want more. Oh, it got dark all of a sudden. I was like, what the hell? Oh, no, not that one either. Okay. Okay. The lighting keeps changing in here when I move. Freaks me out. So I'm going to put a little bit more over this princess, okay? It's kind of like throwing me off. How can she nurture herself and others? All right, Annette. Stop doing for everybody. You got your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced in so many different places because you have too many masters to serve. You're doing too much for everybody and nobody's doing nothing for you, damn it. You need to do for me. Whom do you serve is the question here. Let's see here. Children might rightly look to their parents for this sort of guidance. However, as they mature, it's appropriate that the leash to the parents' authority stretches and it eventually serves, okay? Over a number of years, you may find yourself attached to the leash or many masters, leading you to feel fragmented. Take off those collars. It's almost like nobody runs you, okay? You need to start telling people no. This is companionship, unconditional love and forgiveness, protectiveness and loyalty. Who are you loyal to? Their time is up. And I don't know, like, I have like a mother-daughter vibe going on right here because I have the Queen of Wands, the Princess of Wands, I have the King of Wands reversed. So, oh, sorry, I'm trying to read a message. The time with the dog, it's almost like there's some loyalties that are misplaced somewhere. I don't know if you're taking care of yourself the way that you're supposed to. And whatever's being birthed and whatever's coming to the forefront, what the hell was that? I just saw something fly across. I don't know. And it's almost like, where's your loyalty at? And that's the question to ask yourself. Is it at work or is it at home? What comes first? Do you come first? Who comes first? All right. So that's interesting. Now, the second card is how to gain balance. And it's the Ace of Pentacles. So I kind of feel like it's going to be a financial thing. It's going to be like, where do you want to invest? How to gain balance is how are we going to invest? What are we doing? How are we going to get this started? So, I'm going to do it. I don't want to use these cards. I do. There's a water sign who has hurt your feelings. She's a little bit manipulative. She ain't nobody's, I mean, she might be a family member or something, but don't invest in her. So I'm getting the Two of Cups reversed. There's definitely a new beginning for you. I don't know what's going on here, but there's any of a partnership, any of a friendship. But it's okay because there's like totally new beginnings. It's like starting fresh, taking a chance because the Fool is a 0. The Wheel looks like a 0. It's like the double 0. And the way to gain balance is kind of almost to stop pouring into things that aren't serving you. Like, if it's not working, it's not working. No matter what you do now, it's just not going to freaking work. It's not working. Wisdom of the Oracle. Definitely have a new beginning coming, okay? So be ready because things are not going to be what you're used to. So we're getting exchanging of energy or exchanging of gifts. Remember I said this Two of Cups reversed? How to gain your balance again? So I kind of feel like this loyalties that you've been doing for other people so much because you're like fucking doing everything, okay? There's nothing being given back to you. It's like you jump out of the box for whoever and whatever and you do whatever they want and they play with it for a while. And you're investing in them, but they're not equally investing in you. It's the number 27, and it's touching the King of Wands reversed. So I don't know if that's like your boss or who he represents, but I think it's family. Okay, so I don't know if you have like a little girl. I think you do. I think from your picture she's a little girl. There's a little girl. You're looking at time, you're running around doing all kinds of stuff, and this King of Wands, who looks like a family member, isn't helping. Like, he's just like, oh, you know, whatever, do my thing, do what I want to do, when I want to do it. Not to say he's not a bad person. It's just like it's an uneven exchange of energy. So there's two messages to this card. Be careful what you pray for because you just might get it and you might not want to pay the price for it. And the second part of this is you have to be willing to also not always be the giver, but to also be the receiver. The give and take is out of balance. So it's like there has to be a fresh new way of giving and receiving, even when it comes to love, emotions, and friendships, something of that nature. And this eclipse is going to highlight that, because remember that shadow part's coming out. Now, your rising is Cancer. Cancer, like the rising sign that we have in Vedic astrology, in Vedic astrology, they believe that when we stood in front of our maker and we were telling him, I really wished I would have done more of this, that determines your rising sign and the time that you are born, okay? So for you, the Cancer, okay, the Cancerian energy and the Gemini energy are going to work hand in hand to accomplish what you want to accomplish. You want to have it all. You want to be the workaholic. You want to have your job. You want to have your career. You want to have everything. and then you want to have a family. And you want to be this nurturer. You want to learn what it is to really love. And so then your moon is in Leo. And Leo are amazing parents. They are some of the best parents out there, okay? Loving, caring, want to do everything. Combined with that Cancerian energy, everything is about the home for you. But you have this desire to be seen as very successful in the workplace, okay? So there's an uneven exchange of energies going on, and that is what's throwing you out of balance. And it is because you're always the one giving and you don't like to receive help. You don't want anyone to help you. You want to do everything for everybody, and then you wonder why you're so freaking tired and worn out. Well, it's because you got to learn how to let people help. And he's got to learn how to help. Whoever he is, he's going to have to learn how to help. Now, get out of your own way as the Queen of Pentacles. Is this her energy? Is this her energy? Is this family member? Is this work related? So the Queen of Pentacles, I don't think she means harm, okay? She doesn't mean harm, but it's like she's just in the way, okay? There's a lot of regret with her. Interesting that the dog is kind of looking at her way too, and the clock is right on top of her. Queen of Pentacles is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn-like energy. Let's see what she wants to tell you. But this is like how to get out of your own way, okay? The Emperor, Three of Wands, the Moon. Holy shit. So this is like motherly shit. Motherly vibes when I have that come out. And it's about dropping the burden. Okay, and I have this Emperor coming through, and the Emperor in my deck is married to this Princess of Wands. The Three of Wands is like achievement, and the Moon, I'm telling you, some stuff is going to come out. Does not mean that it's a negative thing. I'm going to pull a guidance card over it, but it's going to be something to drop the burden. Like there's like some heavy stuff going on, and somebody has an issue with their mother. It's not necessarily a bad issue, but it's almost like a meddlesome issue because it's the Three of Wands with the Moon right by it. It should be over soon. But there's something about forgiveness, okay? I don't know why any of my oracle cards just don't want to be used. Animal deck. What the hell? Isis. Okay. What does the Moon want her to know? Okay, so this person is very traditional. I'm getting the Shaman of traditions. And then I'm getting elk energy, so this is definitely like family-like energy. There's some boundaries that need to be followed, and there's a certain reason why we do things, a certain reason why things are done a certain way. And I don't know who is the one that is very like by the book, but it's almost like in order for there to be success with this family member or this person you work with or whoever they are, you have to follow the rules, okay? Which Leo's hand, okay? We don't like to follow rules. We are not rule followers. That's not what we do. We're not good at that. Shaman of tradition. Acknowledging the past, reassessing the past, accepting and shaping your behavior. Never ignore tradition, which is often ancestral knowledge, okay? So I kind of feel like you and your mom or mom and dad might be at odds about something. And the key to the solution is just to follow whatever family tradition you have, okay? That's kind of how to get out of your own ways. Like don't fight the funk, boo. Just go with the flow. See what happens, okay? I feel like my dice has been off today. It's just like been giving me like weird answers. going the distance, okay? In this situation, I feel like it's going to be a lot of hard work to get there. Okay? I feel like you're building on this relationship. You're trying to make things work out, but it's just like it's taking a long time. It's really, really hard, and it's going to take strength, okay? So, harmony doesn't mean that there will never be a wrong note played by the relationship, but a new song can be written. It's almost like that forgiveness piece again. Forgiveness is very important, and this is going to take endurance and strength. I don't feel like the Queen of Pentacles is a bad person, but the dog is touching her, and it's touching this princess. So I don't know if this Emperor could be your husband or your lover, your boyfriend, and his loyalties are like just like being screwed everywhere. And it's just because that's traditional, like the mom gets all the attention. It's not a really bad relationship. It's just going to take a lot of strength to endure it. Oh. Now, what will be revealed is the 10 of Arrows. I think you're going to see a lot of red flags during this time. Okay, it's probably why you got to read. And I feel like it's Gemini energy. You know, this is your energy. And you're seeing, like, you feel attacked. Like, you're just like, fuck, man. Like, what is this, a fucking setup? Like, what's going on? Really? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but it don't feel right. Does this need to be saged? Okay, we're not going to use this anymore because I feel like it needs to be saged. What will be revealed? Oh, I was just about to, let me see if it's this deck. So you're getting the Acropolis. It's a really interesting card. And then I need to find what the point of this card is. Sorry, no. There's a lot of stuff on here to read. The Acropolis. Inspiration. You're feeling a little uninspired, okay? And so that's what it's kind of, it's like, come on, Gemini. You're being ran ragged and you feel tired and you see all the red flags. You know something's going on, but you don't know what to do. And it's because you're looking for inspiration. And it talks about, in this, that's Pan, and he's talking to a goddess. And it says, perhaps in the past you should have seen through your prejudices and allowed yourself to be counseled to overcome the obstacles and conflicts you face. You must learn that the energy must be both given and received. So that is the key to what's going on during this eclipse. And that is going to be the key in what's going on in home and in your career. There's an imbalance in the way that you give and receive. So you're either giving way too much and not getting anything back, which is making you feel like the martyr. And if you're any kind of Cancer and it's your rising sign, you all like to make yourselves a martyr a lot, okay? Now, and not like in a bad way, like I ain't gonna talk shit about you. I mean, they just like to do that. My Venus is in Cancer, so when my babies don't eat my food, I get very, very mad, okay? You must learn that energy must be both given and received, and if you are all give and no take, then you will not gain. All the universe is ready to give you right now. If you fail to revisit this advice that was offered to you before, you may well continue to struggle and find happiness without resolution because you're feeling a sense of loss and injustice. Now, in the middle, it talks about listening to music, okay, as you work and can help you overcome blocks, or try enrolling in an art class, doing something different to get around beauty. What the hell is like? I don't know what that is. Anyways, it's time for you to get inspired again. In the upper world, it talks about the daughter Zeus, the Greek goddess Athena of Pallas, and Athena, as she is seen, also known as the Virgin of Purity. She encourages you to use your natural intelligence, but also to seek knowledge and inspiration in literature. There are some gifts that you have not been using lately, okay? And part of the gift that you have, it was like you were embarrassed to use it or something, or like somebody has shunned you on it or something. But the owl does have a message for you too, because the owl is coming out with Athena and on the coin, and the owl is wisdom, knowledge, and a changing of the way. The 10 of arrows that's coming through is telling you there's no more of this loyalty to everybody. It's going to be a loyalty to yourself. And there's going to be somebody who really does not like it, who is this king of wands reversed. And we're going to work with him. We're going to see what's going on. We're going to try to figure this out. But what's going to be revealed is where you find your inspiration. Definitely where you find your inspiration is going to be in musical. It's going to be in music. It's going to be in literature. It's going to be in beauty. Is you have to surround yourself with beautiful things right now. Oh, my stomach is just really hurting. So I feel like you feel really left out right now. Like you don't belong. Like something's going on. Because it's the 10 of arrows. You're looking for inspiration. You feel left out. And now we have orphaned coming in. And just, I don't know whose mom this is, but there's something with a mom going on too. Okay? A sense of loss, an identity crisis that you don't fit in, and the need to belong, uncertain about your place in the home and in life, okay? As you shift and evolve, you commit to your own growth. You long for support, but may be disappointed and hurt by others. Perhaps you're drifting away from this relationship because you're in a different stage of personal growth. Perhaps you're in a new relationship and find out you ain't got nothing in common. Take heart, a spirit knows you and loves you and will steer you in the direction of those who accept you as you are. And you don't have to be a certain way. Don't compromise yourself to belong. It won't be worth the price. Which is interesting that it talks about that because the devil is, or this Pan god, you know, he used to be revered. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, it's Pan. Why are you talking to her? You know, you're going to be talking to her. I feel like there's a new beginning. And it's possibly going to be in relationships. I don't know if you're married, but I feel like this King of Wands has really let you down. And he's possibly in Aries, okay? And I feel like you just feel like they're hiding stuff. And you're like, I'm a traditional woman. I want to follow these traditions. This is who I am. Why are you doing this? And it's just because there's an unequal exchange of energies going on. So let's see where I'm at. Oh, it's going to be a long video. Okay. Now we have here the advice or the outcome. Oh, why am I going back to that? You're going to free yourself from the emotional baggage and start over. That's like a definite new beginning. Oh, why am I trusting that? Sorry. Queen of Cups reverse. Six of Cups. Angel. The Hermit. Queen of Cups reverse. So that's somebody's mother. Okay, that has to be somebody's mother. Is there any third party in the relationship? Somebody's mother, because it's the Queen of Cups reverse. So this King of Wands, who is possibly in a relationship with you, loves you very, very much. It's a very nostalgic kind of situation. Six of Cups is trying to be cleared up. And then I have the Hermit coming in. So somebody is pulled back completely. They're trying to get their life together. And while they're trying to get their life together, it makes you feel very, like, abandoned. And I feel like he's trying to find himself. And this could be you going through your identity crisis. Like, you're trying to figure out who you are and what you're about. But it's really, really hard for you. I do want to see what this Cherub of Cups wants us to know. Oh, you know what? Oh. I need to stop touching that thing. I'm going to go with these cards. Such a habit to use it, but it needs to be saged. Okay. Okay, there's definitely something about music with you. Music, sound, beauty, and art. Because you're getting the sound card. I'm going to say there has to be a difference in the way that you guys talk to each other and the way that you guys communicate, the words that you say to each other, the things that you're listening to. Because sound is really very throat chakra, okay? Very throat chakra. Number 31, which is going to be number 4, which is going to be the foundation in this relationship. Move to your own rhythm and express yourself creatively. So I think, so like there's going to be, the theme here is give and receive equally and get back to being your creative self again. It talks about music is a consistent factor in our life. As a powerful medicine, music supports relaxation, communication, healing, and enjoyment. Music is a universal language. Right now, you are heavily influenced by music. Lyrics are powerful. What and who are you choosing to listen to? Assess your voice and tone with others. And are you miscommunicating your emotions to your partners, children, family, friends, work colleagues? Education and learning new skills is possible now. When you're open to creative methods, they're bringing new life to projects. Stagnant energy can be transmuted easily through artistic and musical expression. This came out twice for you already. Sketch, draw, paint, sing, dance, or play an instrument. Breathe new life into old energies. I feel like almost like there's some stagnant energy in this relationship if you're married. If not, this is just you, okay? Because you're coming out as the king. If not, it's you're married. And there's some stagnant energy in this relationship. There is still love. You guys have been together for a long time. But it's what y'all are saying to each other, how you guys are talking to each other. You need to reincorporate and y'all need to inspire each other again. Now, I do have 2 9s coming out, so I do feel like there's a move coming. Somebody's going to be moving on or moving out. And I'm hoping it's one of these female women over here. I did say that this Queen of Wands has a message for you, and I'm trying to think which deck I want it to come from. And I think I'm going to go with this deck. And I feel like the Queen of Wands is your higher power just because your moon is there. And it's definitely about mending. It's time to forgive. This card has been trying to come out this whole time. It's time to forgiveness is a big thing. Who needs the forgiveness here? You know? And it's interesting that I have this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I thought it was going to dry. Oh. Rising. Coming out at the bottom of the deck, and I'm not going to pull any more cards just because it's so many cards already, and I feel like we'll lose the message. But this mending card, it is time to make some peace, and it's going to stem from relationships with mothers. Relationships with the mothers, for some reason, is coming in really, really strong. I'm almost curious to see what's in your 6th house. Okay, 52. Ugh, girl, what happened? My throat. Forgiveness, making amends, and healing after arguments. I'm going to go with relationships. You've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you're to move forward, separate or together. You and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge the gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal the wounds. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come in forgiveness and honest redress. Don't chase after pretty, shiny things. Let go and learn from this. You are now that much closer to achieving the kind of prosperity you want. I feel like it's more of a relationship, and it's by the tradition, and it's by the moon. Somebody kept some secrets from the other person. We're losing our sense of identity. We don't know who we really are. It's really, really hard. Probably been in this relationship for an extremely long time. So with that being said, your message that's going to be coming through for this eclipse season, and you've probably been seeing some of this, is that there's going to be some intense healing. And in that intense healing, a lot of stuff is coming out. You have been serving way too many people, doing things for too many people. It's time for a new day. The new day is about an even exchange of energies with this King of Wands, whether that's his sign or not. But it's something with music, creativity, pulling back, and in September, things should get better. However, this person is working on trying to clear their name or trying to do the right thing. This energy over here is intense. Go the distance, stick it out is what it's saying. Now, we're going to do a card for the 3 conjuncts that are extremely important during this lunar eclipse, and I'll explain them as we go. Oh, there it is right there. Oh, wow. Okay, that was quick. All right, my love. I already, I get a whole vibe of what's going on. I'm so sick and tired of people taking advantage of good people. I'm so sorry. Okay? So you're getting Chichen Itza. Chichen Itza is like an intense card. It's about self-worth. It's located in Yucatan, Mexico. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is the moon conjunct Mars. Now, remember, Mars is in a retrograde, right? Mars being in the retrograde, just know that everybody's acting hasta diddy, okay? Could be feeling yourself, you know, you be checking yourself out in the mirror, liking yourself. Come on, hey, look at me. But the lesson from Mars is think about it, baby. Think about it. Slow down, think about it. Have you ever sacrificed yourself, given your heart away, and ended left alone with love? Okay, Chichen Itza is the stone sculpture of a dead warrior bearing a divine offering to the cavity of his abdomen. For too long, you have laid down for others and been used physically, emotionally, or financially. This card indicates that someone has depleted your strength, willpower, and sense of worth and suppressed your gut instincts and your ability to set boundaries. Are you simply chasing balls all day and getting nowhere? The two twin serpents on this hoop represents your internal struggle. You must get back into the game of life without sacrificing all that you are. That goes right back to that orphan card. Okay? Now, in the present, this is the moon squared Uranus, so check your moodiness. This is not a good time to be making major decisions. Okay? Now, do you feel that your voice is never heard, that your ideas and plans always get screwed by other people, and are you ever contemplating self-harm because you are not understood? This card is a reminder to allow your truth to surface so that you can once again feel engaged with life. Speak out, don't be afraid, and disagree and learn to delegate and say no. Okay? Now, at the top of the card is the potential, and this is what's going to help because Saturn is trine Uranus, and it can help you find better solutions. So, Kulkan can also be translated as the man with the beard, the blue-eyed, white-skinned, bearded figure of King Kulkan, okay? On the card, Kulkan is depicted as a shaman, for it was only in the more familiar form of a holy man that he could appear to the common. In order for you to experience and learn all you can, you must follow your natural curiosity. Kulkan calls you to see beyond the fears of those who have so undervalued your energy and effort. And I think that's what's going on with this King of Wands. So, when it comes to whether he's your boss or you're not appreciated, okay? It's time to speak up. It's time to change that exchange. And that's what's coming through for you during this eclipse. And it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable, okay? It's never comfortable to go through these changes. But that's why we're feeling like the Queen of Cups reversed. We're just like, fuck, I'm pissed. I've done all this shit for you and you don't do nothing for me. You don't appreciate me. Time is ticking away. All I'm doing is running around for everyone else and nobody's doing it for me. But the serious tone of all of this comes down to the mending, the forgiving, and that is going to be the completion. Either forgiving yourself, forgiving them, but you're at that crossroads, okay? And it comes through your sound, it comes through your words, it comes through clearing that stagnant energy. So that right there is your eclipse read. You wanted, oh gosh, here. I'm going to pull a card to guide the family. What does she need for the family? Ah, peace. Peace in the Middle East, girl. We need some, it's time to extend that olive branch. It's time to clear the house, clean the house of stagnant energy and have peace. Peace is needed, peace of mind, peace within. It comes down to the number 5. So it's the number 23 and it's talking about that energy. And this is freedom from attachment. When two people are truly aligned with one another, they have an innate harmony. That's that word again, harmony. Between them, they're two perfectly tuned instruments. Sometimes it's impossible to tell who is who. Peace is yours and to be savored. Now is the time for calmness and well-being in spite of temporary conditions. Even if there is dissonant notes in the music of your life, all that means is that you must go within and fine-tune your instrument. This too shall pass. So that's with family, okay? When it comes to career, what is her guidance with career? Oh, that makes sense. So you're getting the number 31, which is the number 4, which is why, which is your foundation. So with work, I'm going to read from the prosperity part just to kind of give you some guidance there. And then I'm going to cut your video off because I'm already waiting on an hour and my throat's killing me. So knowing the motives behind your career and creative ventures is the ticket to your greatest success. It's time to ask yourself probing questions. Are you driven by desire or are you simply working for the money? Doesn't matter which one it is, whatever's the truth for you is the truth, okay? Be clear about why you want the things you do, and if the motives are true, accept them. If they are not, change them so you can step into your extraordinary life. Why do you do what you do? And that is going to lead you to the answer. When you know your why, when you know your motives, you're going to get inspired again. Once you get inspired, you get this new beginning and the healing begins. So, I hope that makes sense, okay? And I hope that I offered you guidance. If I did not, have peace with some traditions that they may be broken, okay? You're going to create your own. I don't know if there was third-party action or someone's trying to come in on your relationship or in your home, or I don't get that vibe in a bad way. I just get like you and the King of Wands are going to rekindle, but it's going to be through music. It's going to be the words that you use with each other, and it's more likely going to happen in September because he's kind of shut himself off, and you've kind of like, you're just like, I'm done. Okay, you're done, but it's time to mend. That's the vibe I'm getting. And he has to change some ways also. You got to learn how to receive or you got to learn how to give, whichever one it is, all right? Now, I hope I answered the questions. If not, feel free to message me. I'll be happy to clarify. Love you.